Hello. My wife, friend lady, is finally back from the US, and she's brought with her a, a great bounty. She brought with her 4 suitcases, a backpack, and fortunately, no more cats. Or unfortunately, one of those. It looks like Anya's already kind of interested. Aren't you, Anya? All right, I'm gonna cut the chit chat. I'm just gonna open these things up. Because honestly, I don't really know what's in them either. So it'll be a surprise for me, you, Anya, everybody. All right, so we got our 4 pieces of luggage here that my wife single-handedly transported from the US to France. Very proud of her. She's so strong. And they're full of a heck of a lot of stuff. She's been carefully debating for quite a while now what she should bring with her in person and what the rest goes in our shipping container. And our shipping container will be here in a couple months, but for now we got this stuff. Right off the bat, I found some cat clothing. You know that's going on somebody right away. Typically we put them on Coco and Killua sometimes when he gets mad. When Killua gets angry, we put clothes on him. It calms him down. But it looks like Anya was closest by, so she's my first victim. She seems to be taking to it quite well though. I'm proud of her. Good job, Anya. Coco, why did you do that? Apologize. Apologize. She all nice and toasty. It's kind of cold here right now. I think she likes it. You jealous? Alright, anyway, after that disturbance, we got more clothes, but this time for human people. That's me. And this strange, mysterious object. I know it looks kind of suspicious, but get your head out of the gutter. This here is a Halloween decoration. My wife, she was very big on bringing over Halloween stuff. So she brought these like glowing tree things with her. And the other day I did see our neighbor had some Halloween stuff up, so that's kind of cool. I thought Halloween was mostly a US thing. Alright, jewelry. That's hers, not mine. I don't wear jewelry. Maybe I should. I can look all fancy. Coco didn't want any. So rude. She brought my shoes. Thank you very much. I've been using these like boots for quite a while. It's nice to have some normal human shoes. She also brought this watermelon picnic basket thing. We find most of our stuff at Goodwill, and we actually got kind of lucky finding that. Oh my gosh, we've hit the mother load. Haven't we, Hal? Hello, this is Austin from the future. My video just didn't record apparently when I was showing this off. So yeah, taco seasoning, one of those, another one, right here, taco seasoning, delicious, yum yum. There's also chipotle pepper, whatever that is. We got crushed red pepper, delicious. Another crushed red pepper. We got these at Costco because Costco is the best place in the world. Some Creole seasoning, whatever that is. It's like it goes on top of burgers and stuff. Oh, actually, it's great on everything. No MSG, but MSG is just like better salt. There's less sodium in it than salt. Ridiculous. Luckily, we got a bag of it right here. Ha 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 ha. Made in France. You know, I'm pretty sure they make MSG out of like seaweed. So like, I don't know. Is there seaweed in France? I don't know. Yeah, anyway, it's kind of sticky. Why is it sticky? What's in these little ones? Some ginger. Okay, okay. These are also, oh my God, they're very sticky. I don't like this. Cloves. Nutmeg. Okay, the source of the sticky. Creamed multifloral New Zealand honey. Yum. I'm gonna leave that in the sticky. And then luckily I haven't thrown this jar away yet. Fig butter. Tasted very good. And my wife was very concerned about us getting pumpkin stuff here in France, so she brought pumpkin butter. Bottom of the bag, brown sugar. Because brown sugar is different here in France than it is in the US. Uncle Ira, what are you doing? Alright, I'm gonna hand it back off to past Austin. Goodbye. Alright, what's in this mystery sack? Every wire in the universe. Excellent. And a brand new oil dispenser thing. We haven't used one of those before actually, so I can't wait, honestly. Sounds convenient. And inside of this purse, we have Jackie Chan Stuntmaster. It was one of my wife's favorite games growing up, and we managed to find it at some like secondhand disc shop. I think it was like $40 around that. I don't know. Garlic cauldron. That's very nice for grilling your garlic. Alright, here's everything from the first luggage. My shoes, watermelon picnic basket, very cool. A bunch of clothes, every wire known to man, jewelry, more jewelry in there. This Halloween decoration, I'm pretty sure. And a full pantry of spices. I've been working with just salt and pepper for so long. Ain't that right, Coco? He says it's food time. He wants me to season his food with that taco seasoning. Let's open the next one then now. All right, on to the next luggage. I guarantee you this one is going to have stuff in it that you're just not going to expect anybody to bring with them ever. It's more holiday decorations in a way. She's very big on just having holiday stuff out. She doesn't want to have to pack it away all the time. Here it is, railroad tracks. My wife has been searching for a toy track system for a very long time, like a high quality one. And most of those are vintage. So I think this one's from like the 60s or 80s, something like that. Yeah, you'll see it in a sec. There's a whole bunch of parts to it, like 1,000 tracks, couple rail cars. There's more there. And she's just like interlaced this luggage with clothing for us and tracks. Oh, here's the rail car. Looks to me like the engine of it. It actually drives around. I don't know how it works fully. We haven't tried it yet. I think it just takes like maybe batteries. Maybe you plug it in somehow. Coco, what are you doing? Her eventual goal is to just have a rail track go around the entire house, just constantly going around. And this is the start of our journey. And here's another one. They're very intricate. They got a nice Christmas theme going on. I'm sure once we set it up, the cats will go crazy for it, chasing it around and stuff. It'll be a video later on, I assure you guys. Alright, here's the next one. There's so many of them. I've never seen this before in person again, because my wife, she brought this from the US. So this is my first time seeing it too. I've seen them on camera, kinda, like when me and her video chat. But here, in person, I can tell these are some nice train tracks and nice train cars. And look, how topical, a cat sweater for me, wow. Looks like everyone's getting in on this action. They really want to see the trains. Everyone knows that the best way to pack a luggage is with rail cars and train tracks and clothes interspaced throughout it. That's the best way to do it. Yeah, I kind of wish I researched it more before filming this video, but I assure you guys, this stuff, top of the line. Like the only better tracks and trains are from like the 1940s, and those all got like blown up in World War II, so they're not around anymore. What we got here? Aha. An old Costco card. Very important to have. Gotta unbuckle all this stuff. She made it very secure. Aha, and with good reason too. My old headset that's like 1,000 years old, covered in duct tape. It broke like forever ago, but I refused to let it die, so there it is. Some big boots. For me, it's kind of like the size of like my socks, because I got giant feet. Some kind of remote control thing for the train. I don't know. We'll test and figure out what all that does later. My raincoat. Thank goodness, it's rained a few times here. I couldn't leave the house during those times. Inside of her purse is a miniature PS5. No, it's like a disc reader thing, I'm pretty sure. And here, a cat coaster. Very important. Can't leave the house without it. And it looks like she also brought a Halloween gingerbread house. I'm looking for the expiration date because we got one before but kind of forgot about it, so it expired. But this one's a new one though, thank goodness. Alright, this one had a bunch of clothes. More clothes. I think a disc reader thing. A non-expired Halloween hut gingerbread thing. And enough rails and whatnot to found my own railway station. And my old headset that's like 1,000,000 years old. Alright, let's get this smaller luggage out of the way. Save one of the bigger ones for last. As per tradition, there's some shoes in here. Those are my wife's, not mine. My feet, big. This luggage also had my wife's PS5 in it, but we took that out like the first day, so I can't show you that. And it's also full of important documents, so you're definitely not seeing that either. Don't worry, they're all fine. I think. I meant to push it over there, but it took a sharp left and tried to murder everything. After narrowly averting that disaster through sheer luck, I opened up her backpack, mostly just full of travel essentials like these miniature toothbrushes, miniature deodorants and whatnot, dry shampoo, whatever else. And also, the most important travel essential, this doll. I'm not sure the age of this doll, but I can guarantee you it is an antique of some sort. Because yeah, most of the stuff we get
from antique stores, Goodwill, secondhand shops like that. Oh, except for this headset. That is not antique. That is brand new. Me and my wife are both gamers. That's how we met. We met on a game called Destiny. It's a very good word to describe us meeting. Here's a luggage scale thing. I'm gonna pull on it, but I can't show you the amount of force I exerted. It would break the integer limit and destroy your computer if I showed you that. So we'll go past that for now. Here's some power bricks that are unusable here in France. And here's her PS5 controller. I haven't seen a blue one before actually, so that's kind of cool. And her laptop. All this is working, state of the art. You know how airports get, they can get kind of hectic sometimes. The backpack had a bunch of technology and a little doll lady. Very cool. That's his wife. Alright, we've made it through the biggest luggage of them all. I don't know how she carried all this. But yeah, it's full of more clothes, as you would expect. Some more cat clothing. Heck yeah, they need that. It's getting a little chilly. Another Halloween tree. Heck yeah, set those up, get festive around here. Very heavy cast iron cornbread mold. Sure, why not? We'll use that. And heck yeah, here's our Le Creuset that we found at an estate sale. She stuffed it full of cat clothes and toys and treats and whatnot. Heck yeah. It's kind of funny. I think we live kind of close to Le Creuset, the town in France. So we're bringing this pot back home-ish. I don't know, we're not taking it all the way there. We're definitely going to use it here in the house. There's some kind of antique tin container my wife found. It's full of cat treats. Cats will be very glad for that. That was their toothbrushes. I don't think they'll like that one. There's a mysterious container also packed within weird helicopter cat toy thingy. Alright. Let's see if any of them like it. Uncle Iroh, do you like the cat toy? She doesn't like it when it's like that, at least. Anyway, that big thing was a big lead crystal storage container thing. And if you know anything about lead crystal, it's very heavy. She had to pack it super carefully. Like, it took me like 10 minutes just to unravel it all. There was cardboard, foam, so many layers of stuff. Listen to that ting. Uncle Iroh? Uncle Iroh, go get it. Yeah, we like to buy fancy stuff for as low price as possible. So estate sales, those are awesome. Typically get a lot of vintage stuff for good prices around there. Looks like I put the Batwing outfit on her. There was one time our dog was out in the yard and he had on a similar outfit, and some neighborhood kids walked by and they saw our dog with wings and just like there's also like a weird like flappy bit for like a hoodie. And yeah, they got kind of terrified walking by. We heard them screaming. Anyway, here's some Halloween molds for just muffins and whatnot, whatever we want. Funnily enough, we found some here in France at like the first store we went to, but these are nice to have anyway. A big bat charcuterie board made out of marble. I like it. And the world's oldest cookbook in plastic. This blue thing, by the way, is a cat backpack. We found it at Goodwill, like $5. It was awesome. And I think finally is this big 3D blanket that cats really love. Alright, and that's everything, but it's really only a fraction of what we actually have. We're bringing in like a shipping container full of the rest of our stuff. So that's going to be here in a couple months. It's full of furniture and lamps and whatnot. Yeah, Hal's already excited for just this stuff. I'm sure she's going to go crazy once we get like actual like the couches and stuff we used to have back in. She's like, I remember this blanket. I remember this. I remember this little thing. Alright, that's the end of the video. If you liked it, do that, like the video, subscribe, comment, share it, blog about it, tell your friends, do whatever else people do on YouTube. I'll go ahead and let past Austin take this away for me. And bye-bye.